To the National Football League on EA Sports brings us to Southern California and Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and our home team. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Here's Darnold. And he finds Stills, complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. 23 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 180. 53. Mike, 53. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's locked. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long, it's Luck. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Get number 40 there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. The catch made by Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We got sack. 51 for red, 80. 50 Johnson. Mike 51. Mike 51. Rip left. Rip left.
From the 50, it's Darnold. This is Miller, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. They gonna need some therapy after this.
To the air again, Darnold. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice eat.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Matt Breida, 32 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Luck. And Woods has it complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Out of the gun, Luck. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, check. Check. Look.
They'll begin the drive with Breda. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Delta.
Back to throw, Darnold. And Stills bringing it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
80 weapons.
On first down, here's Breda. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, Charlie.
Darnold down to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Now Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Luck now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
1st down, Cincinnati.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there. This is Breida, and this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Completes it to Miller. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Anthony Miller, 26 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
11 feet.
Throwing his line. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Jim. Call.
To the air again, Locke. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
12.
They snap it to Luck. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Keep playing.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hey, check. Mike, 50. Bravo. 53, Mike.
They're going to go. It's locked. It's complete to Grant. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We own it. 140 is easy.
Here's Grant. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11 Z. 53.
Back to throw. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Black. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Locke. That is caught at the 7. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, it's Grant, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the run. Red 80. Alert 3. Alert 3. Greystone, travel. Hatchet.
Now it's Breida. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 54. Mike 10.
Now it's Darnold. It's complete. Stills. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a first down as well. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. So don't say nothing.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch that.
Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Open is Swaim, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, over. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch that.
Throwing again is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Bang, 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 bang.
This is Grant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They will run with Grant. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On first down, it's Lindsey. David Onyemata there on the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, switch gear. 12.
On second and 7, Luck. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
53, check. Hey, echo. Here we go. Check. 53's mine. 11. Here we go, D. Here I come again. 11. 53.
Throwing on third down, Luck. He'll find Lindsey here. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, check. 53, check. Hey, Alpha. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Here we go on fourth. Luck. And got him in. It's Woods. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10. Throwing again is Luck. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Luck throwing again. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check out. 622. Let's go, Mexico.
They go back to Grant. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. Now 3rd and goal.
Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Darnold now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At the 42-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
I'm going to run you over. Check right 54. Right 56.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal. And we just saw him do it right there.
Red 80. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. So making 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Let's go.
Now it's Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming for you, son. 53's the mic. 50. Crawl. Hey, get in the weight room.
Back to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
He'll look to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, watch your leg. Shoot. Check. Motion, bump. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 55.
Back to throw. And Woods has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. He's back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.